Hey everybody, and welcome back to Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz, Jack and Still Like Jackson. So this one's coming from my little shitty apartment kitchen, and we're going to go down by the grill. I know we're doing a lot of grilled stuff lately. Bear with us, it's summertime, it's Texas, and it's hot to cook in the house, man. And there's a pool out there, so I get to go cook by the pool. This one's great. It's the Gulf Coast. We don't get a lot of salmon here, but we get it from the store, which is great. So this is a good way to cook fish, any kind of fish really. I'm using salmon here, but if you want to put anything else out there other than catfish is kind of weird. We'll do a catfish video later. Before we get into it, be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube-y stuff. And there's a link down the doobly-doo. We got like fake hands, spatulas. Hey, check this out. Look. I got my pot holder. It's got cuss words on it. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for that because it says, "Oh fuck, that's hot." This is my pot holder. It's my favorite one. There's a link down in the doobly-doo for our merch like that. We got spoons and spatulas, all kind of stuff. We're a small business. We appreciate all that kind of stuff. And my lights just went really bright in here. And it's getting used to going outside. Let's just get into the food, man. This will be fun. Alright, so we're going to do two different kinds today. So this first one, you're going to need some salmon, some mint, and some brown sugar, right? Like, this is great. You can get this salmon for super cheap. The brown sugar, just a pinch of it. I probably put way too much in there. And your mint, you can get fresh. I got a little plant growing in the window, but it's my buddy. I feel bad pulling leaves off of it. So, and you're going to need some aluminum foil. First things first. Alright, your second one that we're going to do here is, again, just your super cheap salmon that you can get for like $5-6, $4 or $5. You're going to want some salt, some dill. You can get it fresh, or you can get the dried stuff here, which works amazing, and some garlic. Now, I got the pre-minced stuff just because it was taking too much time to have to cut that up every time I used it in everything. You can also just use a garlic powder, which is fine, and then one lime. You want to get a decent one. Don't worry about it. The outside looks a little mucky there because it's been in the bottom of your thing. Just make sure the sticker comes off. And that's all you're going to need for your second one, right? Oh, well, sorry. You're also going to need some aluminum foil. That's what you call it down here. First things first. Sorry, it's really dark in here. I'm trying to get it lightened up. I think it's just reflective surfaces, I think. Get you a decent chunk of your aluminum foil. Now take some of your mint and just pull off a couple of leaves and put them on the bottom. So this is just to keep it from having to rotate it constantly. You're going to put it in here, cook it in the aluminum for a while, then take it out. If it's on the aluminum, it'll stick to the fish and not to the grill stuff. So put you some mint, some brown sugar on the bottom. I forgot the brown sugar. Oop. So just put you a little bit of brown sugar, right? And then take it and go ahead and put it skin side down. Now, I eat the skin. I enjoy this stuff, especially from the salmon stuff. But if you don't, you can trim that off before, or you can just peel it off later. It comes off relatively easily once it's cooked. Now, while you got it laying here, go ahead and put you some brown sugar, almost like a rub. Now, brown sugar, when it heats up, it tends to melt and run off. It'll be caught in your aluminum foil and help it cook and stay for a little while longer. But you might want to take just a pinch more later before you serve, just to sprinkle it on there just a little bit. Okay, nice. Get it in there, get it patted to it. It sticks to it really well, especially you need to make sure your fish is thawed because it sticks to it relatively well that way. Now, the rest of your mint, you can break it up, you can leave it as stems. It looks pretty when it's the stems and then the flat leaves and stuff, but just kind of cover it up. Now we're going to fold the foil over. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're just trying to make it where when any of the water or any of the brown sugar melts and tries to run out, it gets caught and makes a little bowl pan thing for it, right? So just not super tight, but you want to cover it up, making sure the edges are folded up where it won't run out. Now, take that out. Now it's time for the other one. Same thing. We're going to do the exact same thing here. You can do one or both of these. You don't have to do both of them at the same time. You can do all your fish one way or the other. It's just I felt bad taking up two videos with basically the same thing, just different little recipes on how to do it. So, same thing. Put a little bit of your stuff here, about half a teaspoon of the minced garlic, and then a little bit of salt and some dill on the bottom. Now, don't do a lot of this because it sticks to the skin, especially if you're not going to eat the skin. Don't worry about the bottom. But like I said, it cooks both ways. Works perfectly. It's going to be really aromatic. It's going to smell great. And then see that skin? That's beautiful skin on there. Just go ahead and take and put that face down. Don't mind the thumb hole that I put in it when I was trying to show you all that. And do the same thing. Get you a little bit of your garlic. I don't do a lot of the salt personally on mine, but some people just have to have it sprinkled just a little bit in there. Just a pinch of salt or just to taste. The garlic, it's going to be about a tablespoon total, split between the top and bottom, but mostly on the top, just on the flesh, okay? Again, just sprinkle the dill. That's optional if you don't want to do the dill, but you want the garlic stuff, that's fine too. Now, your lime, I'm just going to use the whole lime because I didn't want half a lime sitting around. So just cut it in half, and then you're going to squeeze the monkey out of it. Nope. There, I had to get it a little brighter in here. I'm sorry about that. I had to do that little smash cut. So squeeze it, try to get as much of that citrus on there as you can. I think we did these before on the on the skillet and on the stove top, whatever, works really well. But this is the same kind of concept as doing it down on the grill. So you squeeze it on here. If it won't quite fit, you want to go ahead and cut it in half. Again, it makes it more aerodynamic. Aromatic is what I'm going to say. It smells better that way. So again, your second half, same thing. It's going to be a lot of this. This is why you want to take the aluminum foil and kind of make like a bowl / pan out of it when you fold it up, because you don't want the fish water. I don't know. It's calculated as blood or whatever and everything else, but you don't want that to run out, or the lime juice you just spent all that time squeezing. So fold it up instead of folding it down. Make a nice little package out here and head to the grill. Now your grill, you want to put it on low. It's going to be in between 250 and 300. You want to try for 300, but you don't want to overcook it. You want to do it low and slow on these, because you can cook the edges of them off, because it's, way different thickness in these, right? Like thin on the edges, thick in the middle. So you kind of want to slow it, cook it all the whole way. Let's put it in here. My fire is higher in the back, so I'll put them up closer to the front. And I let it sit for about 10 minutes, right? I'm going to do about 30-35 minutes tops, but I want to check them every 10 minutes, okay? So it's nice and cooked. It's starting to cook. You can smell it. It's going to look amazing. You pull these out. You're like, wow, that looks good. You can see the edges on the bottom are starting to darken where that's starting to cook. So I gave it 10 minutes there. Going to give it another 10. And then we come back after we got, this is after, this is about 17 minutes in. I took a little bit, just slow cooking on the back of it there. You can see how the bottom's starting to cook over really well. So just go ahead and take it directly out of the aluminum and place it skin down onto your grill here. Right? Be sure to get all of your mint leaves and stuff out and put it on top. Same with your your lime and lemon juice. Now you're going to leave a lot of the juice and stuff in the foil. You can drizzle that on top. Oop, I see how it's kind of mean with my tongs on this one. If you just use a fork or something, it's going to be hard to maneuver, so be very careful. Spatula works pretty well. Again, just take it, put it, whoop. Skin side down, man. I gotta go back. Here, I'll fix it. You're gonna do skin side down for about another 8 to 10 minutes. Again, it's gonna vary on your heat, your grill, and your latitude, really. So go back and check it after about 10 with the skin down. It's gonna be cooking pretty well. Then roll it over, and I think I did another 5 or 6, but you can look for about 10 on the with the meat down. This, like I said, it's cooked. You keep the lid down, so it cooks pretty evenly. But you got to be careful with this. It's going to be hot. I keep using my bare hand like an idiot, and sometimes that skin does stick to the grill, so you got to be careful with that. So put it face down. Ooh. Like I said, I did another 6 because I didn't want to cook too hard. But you can pick it up. You can kind of feel how solid it's getting, right? It's not quite done yet. You can always keep flipping it over. Always check it. Don't want to just fire and forget this one. Got to be careful, especially when it starts coming apart like that. It's starting to cook apart, which is really good. See how gorgeous that salmon cooks up? That's just amazing stuff. So like I said, these were about 35 minutes all total. I checked them every 10 minutes. Only 10 to 15 minutes of it was out of the aluminum foil, which is kind of backwards. If you like brisket, like if you do brisket out of the foil and put it in later. The fish looks nice. It's cooked. It's a nice deep pink color. It's cooked all the way through. As you can see, as it falls off the skin, which is just amazing. But the cool thing about it is just like a puzzle piece. You can just put it right back together. So stuff, put it there. Now this is, again, these were like $5. They can serve 1 to 2 people, depends on how thin you want to slice your fish and put something next to it. So this is a great meal for like 2 to 3, 4 people, or 1 fat guy. I don't eat these. Now, shout out to my buddy Andy, who was there when I was cooking these. He brought his stepkids, who tested a lot of the food that I cooked that day, but this was absolutely their favorite. They was waiting for the salmon. I set it down, and it was like piranhas, man. I looked over, and there was just little bite marks out of it. I was like, I'd handed them plates, and they just ate it off the serving tray in a circle with forks, like little savages, which is amazing, which I take as a personal compliment that they ate the fish and liked it that much. So it's stepkid approved. What can I say? So shout out to Andy and those kids. They're amazing. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me and testing these up. So try this. This is probably good for meal prep if you want to take it and put it in the refrigerator for a little while. This will work out pretty good, except you'd have to reheat it, and putting fish in a microwave is a bad idea, so use an air fryer or an oven to reheat it at home if you can, not in your workplace. People will beat you to death with sticks. So yeah, you got to try this one. And there you have it, folks. An awesome way to cook some fish down on the grill, and they turned out really well. Now the limes and stuff, you cook them, they look a little funky, I give you that, but they taste amazing. Absolutely worth it. You do it differently, you want to see us do it differently, let us know. I'll revisit this with other kind of fish, other seasonings and stuff, different ways to do it on the grill. I'm all for that. There used to be a way, the guy next door used to do it. Camp cooked. We can take redfish, just cut cut it in half and cook it with skin and scale on one side, and it was amazing. And I'd love to do how to do that. So if you know how to do it, let us know. Put it down in the comments. That's what they're there for, man. You can also find us on social media. Let us know over there. Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon. We're at all of those at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. You can also find us at Instagram. Living Between. I had to shorten it down over there. You can find me, Osway Nerdy, at all of those, including Twitter and over on TikTok, which I've been doing some neat stuff over there. Like we did the limeade with the jalapeno slices and stuff in it over there. Just little quick stuff. We're going to do sun tea here pretty soon, so that's going to be cool. So yeah, we're all over the place. Find us over there. Tuesdays, Fridays here on YouTube constantly. We got like over 300 recipes. Everything's under $10. And if my dumbass can cook it, anybody can. I'll see y'all back next time. Y'all be safe. Stay out of the heat. Hit the pool. Drink some beer. Drink water. All right? Whatever keeps you safe. I'll see y'all later. Be good.